last season put up about 17 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. Muscala comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Lamb in there for Rivers. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Now here's Lamb. Will it go? Nice D from Brooks. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Easy Breezy. Inside, here's Wooden.
Oh! Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. So it's the Hornets now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Down low, here's Kid Gilchrist.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Passes it to Easy Breezy. From deep. And so the first. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale. Hornets. Al Jefferson's checked in for Kaminsky. Gibson comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Rivers in for Lamb. Taj Gibson is out there with Al Jefferson. And it's Rivers. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the small forward position. So that's the Hornets 5. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 44 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Chicago leading by 3. Butler in the corner, out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. Number 5, the Bulls.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Butler against Rivers. Gibson with the screen on Butler. Rivers dishes to Gibson. To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Rose against Rivers. Rose passes to Easy Breezy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 3rd assist on the night. Hornets trail by 5. Now Walker. He had 13 points in the win against Atlanta. Jefferson setting the pick for Kid Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Walker. Knocks it loose.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Easy Breezy, nailed from three-point land. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Butler against Rivers. Pass to Gibson. He dishes it to Walker. They need this. Nice jump shot. Good. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Rose kicks to Butler. Another three for Chicago.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Hornets trail by 9. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Dishes to Jefferson. To the middle. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. From the arc. No luck. Easy breezy. No good. And so we conclude the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me.
Now the third quarter about to get going.
Just absolute domination in this one for Easy Breezy. 19 points and 3 denials.
It's hard to imagine that he's accounted for over half their points.
Well, you can just look at the box score, and we've been sitting here watching it. I mean, we've seen it with our own 2 eyes. It's for real.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Easy Breezy in at the 3 spot. Here's Walker after the made shot from Joakim Noah. And Walker kicks to Gay. Flews off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Here's Walker following the basket by Freak. Jefferson a screen on Rose, and it's Walker penetrating. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 6 points for Al Jefferson. Chicago leading by 7. Right side Rose. Here's Easy Breezy. He's covered by Gay. And Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Some changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Gibson. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Rivers. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Mike Muscala is checked in for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Rudy Gay. Easy Breezy passes to Noah, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Noah's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
There's the pick. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Easy Breezy. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Hornets shooting well. They're at 45%. Walker with it. Butler covering. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He feeds it to Lamb. 4 on the clock, and Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here comes Chicago.
Come on now, let's go. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Changes for Chicago. Biyombo comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Brooks in for Jimmy Butler.
Bismarck Biyombo. Aaron Brooks.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kicks it to Lamb. There's the pick. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And the 3 ball is good. Kaminsky's got 5.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Bulls leading by 8. Gasol, a screen on Walker. Rose goes in, and it's denied. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Kid Gilchrist leading the charge.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with Doris Burke for an injury update on Jimmy Butler. Doris.
Hello, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Lamb.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Chicago with the ball. Michael Kid Gilchrist making his last shot. Easy breezy passes to Portis. 8 feet away. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Hornets trail by 4. He kicks it to Walker. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Muscala misses. For Chicago, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. No problems knocking that one down. 30 points for Freak.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Here's Kid Gilchrist. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Walker following the basket by Freak. And it's Walker penetrating to the left wing. Pocket 6. Lamb from the stripe. Chicago grabs the miss. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.